What if the thrill of travel isn't found in relaxing beaches or peaceful sunsets, but in staring danger directly in the face? Scattered across our planet are places so perilous that a single wrong step could be your last. From crumbling cliffside paths to volcanoes that could erupt without warning, these destinations attract travelers who crave something far more intense than a postcard view. Today, we're counting down 10 of the most dangerous tourist attractions on Earth, because sometimes the most unforgettable journeys are also the riskiest. 10. Half Dome, Yosemite National Park. USA rising nearly 5,000 feet above the valley floor. Half Dome is one of America's most iconic hikes, and also one of its deadliest. The final 400 feet require climbers to pull themselves up a nearly vertical granite face using nothing but a pair of steel cables bolted into the rock. Thousands attempt the climb every year, but afternoon thunderstorms roll in with little warning, turning the smooth granite into a slick, lightning-prone death trap. More than 20 people have lost their lives on this trail, many struck by lightning or losing their grip on rain-soaked stone. 9. The Cave of the Crystals, Nika, Mexico. Beneath a working mine in the Chihuahuan Desert lies a cavern unlike anything else on the planet, filled with crystal beams the size of tree trunks. But this natural wonder comes with a brutal price. Temperatures inside regularly exceed 45 degrees Celsius, and humidity levels hover near 100%, meaning unprotected exposure for more than 10 minutes can cause fatal heat stroke. The cave was flooded again after mining operations stopped, sealing its glittering interior away from the world once more. A reminder that some of Earth's most beautiful places were never meant to be visited casually. 8. Mount Hua Plank Walk, Shaanxi, China. Clinging to the sheer cliffside of one of China's 5 sacred mountains, the plank walk at Mount Hua is often called the most dangerous hiking trail on the planet. Wooden boards, some barely wider than a human foot, are bolted directly into the rock face thousands of feet above the ground. Visitors clip into a single safety cable and shuffle sideways along the narrow planks with nothing but open air beneath them. There are no barriers, no nets, and no room for hesitation. Despite unverified legends of numerous deaths on the trail, tourists continue to climb it every year. Partly for the thrill, and partly for bragging rights, and partly because reaching the small tea house at the end feels like a genuine act of survival. 7. Danakil Depression. Ethiopia, often described as one of the most hostile environments on Earth, the Danakil Depression combines toxic gas, molten lava, and extreme heat into a single, unforgiving landscape. Sulfur springs bubble in shades of yellow and green, releasing fumes that can be dangerous to breathe for extended periods. Temperatures regularly climb above 45 degrees Celsius, making it one of the hottest inhabited places on the planet. Visitors trek across active volcanic terrain to witness the glowing lava lake of Erta Ale, one of the few permanent lava lakes in the world. Armed escorts are often required, not just because of the terrain, but due to the region's history of political instability. 6. Preikestolen. Norway. Preikestolen, or Pulpit Rock, juts out dramatically over a Norwegian fjord, offering one of the most jaw-dropping views in Scandinavia. The flat granite platform sits roughly 600 meters above the water below, and remarkably, there are no guardrails anywhere along the edge. Visitors are free to walk right up to the cliff's lip and peer straight down into the fjord. The hike itself is long and can become treacherous in rain, fog, or winter ice, conditions that arrive quickly and without much warning in this part of Norway. Several fatal falls have occurred over the years, often when visitors get too close for a photograph. Still, tens of thousands make the trek annually, chasing a view that feels like standing at the edge of the world. 5. Cerro Rico, Potos. Bolivia. Towering above the Bolivian city of Potos, Cerro Rico has been mined for silver since the 1500s, and centuries of extraction have left the mountain riddled with unstable tunnels. Tour operators now guide visitors deep into the working mines, where miners still labor in extreme heat, choking dust, and dangerously low oxygen levels. Cave-ins remain an ongoing risk, and the tunnels are so narrow in places that visitors must crawl on hands and knees to pass through. Chemical exposure from mining processes adds another layer of danger to the experience. Despite the risks, thousands of tourists descend into the mountain each year, hoping to understand the harsh reality faced by the miners who still call this dangerous place their workplace. 4. Quang Si to Pha Tad Khe, Laos, and the zipline canopy routes deep in the jungles surrounding Luang Prabang. Adventure tourism has turned the dense rainforest canopy into a playground of ziplines suspended hundreds of feet above the forest floor. While reputable operators maintain strict safety standards, the region has also seen a rise in unregulated, budget zipline operations with poorly maintained equipment and inadequately trained staff. Combine that with sudden tropical storms, slippery platforms, and remote locations far from emergency medical care, and the appeal of soaring above the jungle canopy comes with real risk. Injuries and occasional fatalities have been linked to equipment failure. 3. Mount Everest. Nepal and Tibet no list of dangerous destinations would be complete without the tallest mountain on Earth. Everest has claimed more than 300 lives since climbers first began attempting its summit. And the risks only seem to grow as the mountain becomes more crowded. Above 8,000 meters, climbers enter what is known as the death zone, where oxygen levels are too low to sustain human life for extended periods. Bodies of those who never made it down remain frozen along the route, grim markers passed by climbers pushing toward the summit. Overcrowding at the peak has created dangerous bottlenecks, forcing climbers to wait in freezing temperatures while their oxygen supplies dwindle. 2. Skellig Michael. Ireland rising sharply from the Atlantic Ocean off Ireland's southwest coast, Skellig Michael is home to an ancient monastery perched improbably near the island's summit. Reaching it requires climbing more than 600 uneven stone steps carved directly into the cliffside by monks over 1,000 years ago. There are no railings along most of the ascent, and the steps become dangerously slick whenever rain or sea spray coats the stone, which happens often given the island's exposed location. Strong winds regularly sweep across the cliffs, and the boat crossing itself can be canceled without notice due to rough Atlantic swells. 1. Volcán de Fuego. Guatemala topping the list is one of the most consistently active volcanoes on the planet, a mountain that never truly sleeps. Volcán de Fuego erupts almost continuously, sending ash plumes, glowing rock fragments, and rivers of lava down its slopes with startling regularity. Adventurous travelers hike to the nearby Acatenango volcano to camp overnight, watching Fuego's explosions light up the darkness just a few kilometers away. While the viewing point is chosen for relative safety, sudden and unpredictable eruptions have caused tragedy before, including a devastating eruption that destroyed nearby villages and claimed dozens of lives. Which of these dangerous destinations shocked you the most? And is there a terrifying place you think deserves a spot on this list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed exploring these thrilling and dangerous locations and want more incredible content from around the world, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our next adventure. Your next heart-pounding journey might be closer than you think.